So how will you shock them in the future? How will you be shocking them? All right, we're going to be looking into in what ways will the person you have in mind be shocked by you in the future, as far as like how you're going to blow their mind, how you're going to switch up on them, what's going to shatter their expectations of you. You may have someone, like I said, in particular in mind, or you may have, you may just want a general reading to see how people will be shocked by you in the future in general, okay? Hi, I'm Diana, Psychic Intuitive. Before you are 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is from the Grunge Tarot deck, and you may also be attracted to this locket here, this gold locket. Pile 2 is from the Find Your Magic Tarot deck, okay? These are the Find Your Magic Tarot cards. Or you may be attracted to this golden pen. Pile 3 is from the In Between Tarot deck. Or you may be attracted to this golden key. Put that down there for you. And pile 4 is from the Gaian Tarot deck. Or you may be attracted to this beautiful spoon, gold spoon with a leafy or branch-like handle, okay? So you may be attracted to a tarot deck, one particular tarot deck, and that is your pile. Or you may be also be attracted to that deck and be attracted to an object on a different deck. So that would also be your pile, okay? If you're not sure which pile to choose, you might try the process of elimination and look at which of these piles are you least interested in. And maybe the remaining 2 are the ones that are your piles. You can assign one pile to a different person you have in mind and another pile to another person you have in mind. So feel free to pause the video if you have to, make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to your reading, Pile 1. Today we're going to be taking a look at how you will be shocking them in the future. You chose this beautiful locket, okay? Let's set that aside for you. So I feel that you will shock this person or people in the future by specifically the kind of love you'll be getting, okay? You'll be getting love. So I feel like the way you're going to shock this person or these people in the future is the love you're going to receive, okay? And the way you're going to be remembered. People are going to have good memories of you. People are going to feel very connected to you. I feel like maybe this person thought that you were not thought of much by other people or not considered, okay? But they're going to be shocked by the fact that there are people who are going to hold you very dear. You may become very popular or become a well-known person, and this is going to shock them. Or you may receive more love than they anticipated that you would. Maybe this person didn't think much of you, or just assumed that, people don't like pile number 1, all right? People think pile number 1 is just whatever, crap. Maybe they were invested in this. Maybe they didn't think of much of you, or maybe they were invested in the fact that your reputation was ruined with people, or that someone didn't think much of you. But they're going to be shocked by the fact that others are going to go out of their way to memorialize you, or hold on to your memory, or maybe have a picture of you set up somewhere, or think very fondly of you, okay? I'm also getting that you're going to be shocking people by how bonded people are going to feel towards you, okay? Your family members are going to love you a lot. I don't know why they're going to find this to be shocking. Perhaps you've suffered from a rift in the family, or there are people who maybe didn't speak kindly of you within the social circles that you're in. But this person's going to be shocked by the fact that these people actually love you, care deeply about you, and feel very bonded towards you. I also feel like they're going to feel shocked by the fact that you're very loved, that you may have an intimate partner who loves you very, very much. Perhaps you were single for a long time, or you were with someone and they thought the relationship was troubled or something like this, but they're going to be shocked that someone is going to feel a lot of love for you and be in love with you, or maybe even fall in love with you because you were single for so long. They expected you were going to be single forever. This person is going to be shocked by the fact that you are loved, okay? That someone's fallen for you. Yeah, I'm just getting that someone's going to be shocked by you being involved in a romantic love type relationship or something like this. They're going to be shocked by the fact someone's going to fall for you and that you're going to be very important to someone, okay? Someone's going to be shocked by you in the future because they're going to find out or discover that people have a lot of cherished memories of you. You know, memories where they're just like, man, remember when, you know, Pal 1 and us, we went out and did this, and remember how great Pal 1 was at this, and how wonderful Pal 1 was at that, or how great it was to be with Pal 1, or, you know, someone's going to be shocked by this, okay? That you're actually thought of positively and that you're cherished. Someone's going to be shocked by the fact that your secrets are being kept safe, okay? I feel like this person may have been trying to get your secrets or trying to get information about you, but they're going to be shocked by the fact that people are mum about you. They stay mum about your secrets. They don't spill the beans on you. Your secrets are guarded and kept safe. This is going to shock this person, okay? Someone's going to be shocked also by the fact that you seem very heavily protected and that you have a lot of good luck in your life, okay? They're just going to be shocked by the turnaround that you're going to be experiencing, okay? I feel like maybe they felt like you had fallen on some bad luck, or things have just not been going very well for you, but I feel like there's going to be a turnaround in your future that's really going to shock this person. Things will be going very well for you. You're going to seem protected from, you know, bad karma or bad things happening to you, or you're going to seem like you're on a lucky streak, and this is going to shock this person, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. And then I'm also going to pull some oracle cards for you, but let's begin. We have the Fool. So, my dear Pile 1, they're going to be shocked because you are, they're going to be shocked by your innocence. I think someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you're not devious, you're not manipulative as they thought, you're not devious like they thought, you're not scheming, that you're just innocent. And that you're often an adventure. Someone's going to be shocked also by the fact that you've taken off, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing coming through on that one, okay? They're going to be shocked by the fact that you moved on, all right? That you're no longer hanging around, maybe, okay? Let's pull an oracle card and get more information for you, shall we? We have Oneness. And we're getting Indecision, okay? Yeah, so I feel like you've been undecided about something. Maybe your path in life. We've been undecided about whether you were going to come, whether you were going to go, and you're going to shock them in the future because you're going to align with your spirit guides and your sense of intuition, and you're going to take a risk, okay, and move forward in something, okay, or go on an adventure in your life. So I feel like perhaps you were seeming to this person like you were never wanting to move forward. Or they thought, Power 1's always going to be stuck here, always scared of life, always scared to go out there, always scared to make a move. And you're going to shock them by making a move. You're going to shock them by moving on. You're going to shock them by making up your mind and moving in a certain direction, okay? You're going to become aligned with spirit, aligned with nature. Perhaps you're going to become aligned with others too. Okay, I feel like this person may have thought that you were always going to be sitting on the sidelines or stay away from some people or something like this, but they're going to be shocked because you're going to align with the others or align with nature or spirit or something like this, and you're going to make a move. And it's going to leave this person devastated. I'm not going to lie, Pal 1. This person is going to be devastated by the fact that you will finally love your vision, love your sense of originality and uniqueness. Perhaps you were scared to step out and be yourself. And this person is going to be sort of like banking on the fact that you lack confidence, or banking on the fact that you were too scared to put yourself out there. And this person is going to be shocked in the future that you will have the gumption and the courage to take that leap of faith, take that risk and step out on your own and be yourself and unfurl your wings and fly. And I feel like this person was invested in you sticking around, staying with them, staying in the wings, waiting in the wings. Maybe not staying with them, but waiting in the wings and stay in the shadows. And you're going to be like, no, I'm ready. I'm ready to step out there, step into the light, be brave, and trust myself, trust spirit, trust my vision, trust my originality. So this could be maybe you will finally take a risk on this career you wanted to take, move into, or take a risk and be more yourself and not be as scared. And this person maybe wanted to see you kept back, wanted to see you minimized, wanted to see you afraid to speak your truth and honor the spirit within you. And you're going to blow their minds, Pile 1, with your saying, you know what? I've decided that I'm okay with me. I've decided that I'm okay with how I think, how I feel on this matter, my intuition, my instincts. I'm going to trust them, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to speak, and I'm going to move forward. So this is going to really shock the pants off of them, okay? Your next tarot card that we're getting is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you are holding on to something, okay? Past one's going to be shocked by the fact that you're saving money, holding on to your value. Someone's going to be shocked by the fact that your money management skills or your ability to create a sense of security for yourself. Okay? Someone's going to be shocked that you learn how to study up and you learn how to manage yourself and manage your circumstances better. This is going to shock the pants off of someone. Okay? Let's get some oracle cards in there for you so we can get more information. Okay, so we're getting accountability. Okay. And we're getting status. All right. So here's what I'm getting, Pile 1. So someone's going to be shocked. You're going to come into wealth. You're going to come into material stability in the future. Okay. You're going to become more accountable in your situation. You're not going to be frivolous. You're not going to be wasting your money. You're going to be holding on to what you have. Also, you know, all your actions, your spending, your risks, everything you do is going to be accounted for. And you're going to be marking it down. Someone's going to be shocked by the orderliness in your life, okay? You're going to become more orderly, Pile 1, in your daily affairs, in your finances, and you're going to attract a certain kind of transformation into your life. You're going to either transform your finances. Yeah, let's start there. You're going to transform your finances. You're going to become very wealthy in the future, Pile 1, okay? I see status coming into play for you. We got Jupiter in Taurus. So your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to get good luck when it comes to the hard work you've been putting into something. And it's going to bring an influx of wealth and material resources into your life. You're going to level up when it comes to financially speaking and the way you're viewed in society as far as your resources, your assets. You're going to own certain assets. You're going to come into money and come into certain assets, okay? I'm seeing with the crown there that I feel like you're going to step yourself up in luxury, okay? People are going to see finery on you. This person is going to see finery on you, is going to see you stepping up as far as wealthily. And it's not going to be because, you know, I mean, you may become a millionaire, but I'm just getting that it's because you're going to be savvy. You're going to be frugal. You're going to manage your resources and your wealth very well. Okay, the money you come into is going to be well handled. And this is going to lead to you building concrete, practical wealth and resources. And you're going to attract this into your life. And it's going to come through you acknowledging the role that you play when it comes to your ability to manifest, hold on to, and grow your wealth and your finances and the practical realities of your situation. I'm also seeing just orderliness. You're not going to be messy anymore in the future. This is going to really shock someone. They're going to be shocked by the fact that you're going to sort of clean up your environment, bring things into order, okay? Bring things into alignment. And your situation is going to transform. And your wealth that was maybe even previously there, okay, but wasn't seen because of maybe how messy things were and your situation wasn't very organized. You're going to organize your situation even more. You're going to tighten things up even more. And your wealth is going to show. The beauty of your situation is going to show. They're going to be shocked by how you are rolling. Okay, Pile 4. You're going to be a high roller. Yes, in the future. You might even get like a nice car or a nice home. You're going to have money in your account, stacking cash, stacking funds. Okay. Wow. Pile 1. Amazing. Next, we're getting the Two of Cups. Again, what did I say? Someone's going to be shocked because you're going to be manifesting a partnership in your life. Like a romantic relationship. Someone's going to fall in love with you and bond with you and align with you, okay? They're going to form a partnership with you, and it's going to be a harmonious one. Or if you already had a relationship, someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you're feeling a strong sense of harmony now in your connection. Maybe it used to be disorderly, or maybe you weren't seeing eye to eye with your partner. There's going to be a turnaround in that connection, and it's going to shock the pants off of them, okay? It's going to shock the pants off of them, okay? Let's get more information from the Oracle cards. We're getting unity. Oh my gosh, guys, that is beautiful. Yes, you're going to be unionizing. You're going to be uniting with someone, okay? It could be also just a cause. You could be unionizing or partnering up with someone. You can be partnering up with someone in some endeavor. Okay, so this could be a business partnership too. Someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you come into a business partnership, or that you find the love of your life and you come into unity with someone and you're no longer alone. This is going to shock someone, okay, about you. And we're getting charity. Okay. Yeah, so here's what I'm seeing, pile one, is that you're going to be coming together with someone. Someone's going to partner up with you, and things are going to become easier for you too. I feel like it's going to be a division of labor. So it's not going to be all on you anymore, pile one, okay? You're going to have someone who's going to step into your situation, who's going to be like, let me pick up the slack. Let me help you out. I'll take up this part. You can have that part. We can work together as a team. This is going to shock the pants off of someone. They're going to realize that you're no longer in this alone. You're going to have a partner. You're going to have someone to support you. You're going to have support, pile one. Okay. And also, you're going to become more social. I feel like there's a sense of becoming more social. You're going to become less of a loner in the future and become more social in the future, or grow your family unit. And this is going to shock the pants off of someone. I'm seeing that this person who you're going to come into a partnership with is going to be very charitable with you. Okay. They're going to help you out in some kind of way. They're going to donate, or maybe donate to your situation or your cause, or they're going to pull together with you and pour into you, okay? They're going to pour into your cup and make sure that you're taken care of. So this could be in the form of a partner, maybe a partner who's very financially stable, who's going to come into your life and partner up with you and make sure that you become very financially comfortable, and it's going to take some of that burden off of you. Or someone's going to spoil you or pour into your situation. I'm also seeing like a chair, like an organization too. I'm seeing hands pulling together. I'm seeing these groups of people coming together to help you out. So you may be maybe single, or you may be a single parent or something like this, and an organization is going to step into your situation and donate to you, help you out, maybe give you a new home. Or I'm seeing a new home for some of y'all, okay? So someone's going to donate a living situation to you, or give you a place to stay, or a place to live, or a beautiful home, a big, beautiful home. All of a sudden you're living fancy, living in a big house, or you're going to go from maybe, and I'm so sorry if you're dealing with this, pile one, maybe go from a homeless situation to a situation where you're living in a very nice house. Or a situation where you don't know where you're going to be living next. Maybe your lease is coming to an end or something like this, and you don't know where you're going to be moving to next, and someone's going to offer that you come live in their house. So you're going to be taken care of or donated to, or someone's going to be charitable towards you and pool with you and buddy up with you and pal up with you. And, you're going to be just supported. It's going to be like almost like a form of angelic help. The angels, I'm also seeing like an angel investor step into your situation. You may have a business or something like this, and an angel investor or a group of angels are going to come through and pour into your situation and support you in your next step in your endeavor. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. It's going to be shocking people. Okay, let's move into your next message here. We have the moon. So, pile one, you're going to gain clarity about a certain situation in your life. I'm seeing a partnership, definitely. And it's going to, I feel like, it's funny, right? But the person who's going to be shocked by you is going to be like, how? How did pile one end up in a partnership? I almost feel like maybe they thought less of you, or maybe they thought you weren't cute enough, or thought that you were too strange or too weird or too crazy to manifest a partner. And I'm so sorry, but they may have thought less of you and thought that you weren't good enough to attract a mate or something like this. And this is part of why they're going to be shocked, okay, is because they're going to be like, how? Or they're going to think that maybe in your partnership, maybe they thought that when in your relationship that your partner is going to open their eyes and view you as unsuitable for a relationship, or view you as an unsuitable partner. Yeah, so I also feel like, perhaps you may have had some mental instabilities or something like this too that's coming through. And you're going to shock this person because you're finally going to gain mental clarity. That's coming through as well, okay? Yeah, you're gonna see through some illusions, okay? I'm also seeing that coming. That's another message coming through. I feel like this person thought that, you know, they may thought you were crazy, or that you were delusional, or you don't see things clearly, and they're gonna be shocked when they discover in the future that you do have clarity, that you do see things clearly, that maybe they were the ones who didn't understand your situation, and your situation wasn't crazy, it was just different and hard for them to understand. So this is going to be something, they're going to be befuddled. It's going to be a head scratcher for them. They're going to be like, but I thought that Pile 1 was crazy, or I thought that Pile 1's situation was like this, but it's actually like this. So we're going to get more information about this. We're getting be a leader. Okay, very interesting. And detachment. Right, so Pile 1. So I feel like someone thought that they were the ones who were going to be teaching you something, or showing you something, or guiding you. But the reality, okay, Pile 1, is that you were more in charge of your situation than they thought. That you have leadership traits too, that's coming through. I think that this person thought that you were more of a follower, or that you didn't know your way, or you couldn't find your way on your own, that you didn't have the insights that you needed, that you lacked clarity on your situation. But they're going to be shocked by the fact that you have clarity, and that you know what direction to go, and that you've taken charge of your situation, okay? Someone's going to be shocked because you're going to be recognized as a leader as well, okay? In some endeavor or in some aspect of your life. That you're going to be setting rules and boundaries for your situation, and they're going to be shocked by this because they kind of viewed you in the past as kind of being a little clueless, or not really knowing, you know, how to set boundaries for yourself. That people just keep walking all over you and all this, and you're going to set boundaries. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to give an example. Perhaps you're going to be like, maybe in the past, people would offend you, or do something repeatedly to offend you, or offend your sensibilities in some type of way. And in the future, they're going to watch you step up and say, you know what? From now on, guys, okay, this is how I'm going to respond to this situation whenever anyone does this. And it's going to shock the pants out of them, because you're going to become more detached, Pile 1. Whenever someone does something, or there's something type of thing happens, you're not going to care about it anymore. This is how you're going to be setting your boundaries, actually, is by letting someone or something go. Oh, you want to be like this. Oh, you want to treat me like this. Or this situation wants to be like this. Well, I'm going to let it go. Bye-bye. And they're going to be like, what? They're going to be shocked, because maybe part of what they thought about you was that you're very attached to situations that don't serve you. They're going to find out, Pile 1, that you're letting go of attachments to situations that don't serve you, letting go of attachments to people that hurt you, or try to disturb your peace of mind, or try to make you look crazy, or think that you're crazy, or something like this, okay? You're going to be letting go of these people, and it's going to shock the pants off of them, okay? You're going to be taking charge of your situation by letting certain people go. You're going to let go of hurtful people, or people who discredit you, or you're going to be letting go of situations that don't do you any favors. You're going to let these people go, and this is going to be shocking them. Perhaps it's this person that's going to be shocked is the person you're going to be letting go of. They're going to be thinking, they're always holding on to me, you know, because maybe they were under the illusions, right, with the moon card here, that they were important to you. And they're going to find out in the future that they're not important to you, because they don't serve you. They only serve to bring you down, or serve to make you feel less than, or something like this, or serve to make you look or act crazy, or something like this. And they're going to find out that since they don't want to add to your situation, or, you know, be harmonious with your situation, or fit in properly, that they're no longer going to be welcomed, or they're going to be let go of, and they're going to go take their nonsense somewhere else. So this is going to be shocking them, Pile 1. We have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Again, I'm getting this idea. You're going to be taking charge of your situation, Pile 1. You are going to be taking charge of your situation. I don't know if maybe you were more laid back. You know, maybe things had fallen apart, or you kind of let things go. You kind of had more of a laissez-faire attitude towards your situation. Like, well, I just let things fall where they may. Or maybe a little bit of confusion about, you know, or maybe uncertainty, or feeling like you're not quite sure which way to go, you know, which way to take things. All right. And they're going to be shocked by the clarity and the gumption, and you taking charge or starting something. Okay, you're gonna be starting something new. That's what I'm seeing as well. But go it alone. Okay, and I'm getting that someone's gonna be shocked by the fact that you are going to be more assertive on doing things your way, and maybe leaving them behind. I keep getting that. You're leaving someone behind, you're letting them go. Again, here, you're having confidence and stepping away, leaving someone behind. Here, leaving someone behind. They're going to be devastated, like I said, to go to work on something. You're going to be sort of crafting something for yourself, trusting your intuition, crafting your life even. Maybe it might be more of in a general sense. Without them, we're getting enterprise. It could be a business, okay? You're going to become more self-sufficient. You're not going to need this person as much. You're going to be more of a, doing your own thing, living your own life, okay? I feel like you might be starting a business too. You're no longer going to be dependent on this person. Perhaps you used to be more dependent on them. And they're going to be shocked by the fact that you're on your own. You're doing your own thing. You no longer need them in that way. In fact, you have maybe started a business and you're now more self-sustaining. And, there's going to be, I see flowering. Your business or whatever endeavors that you've been investing yourself in are going to be flowering and giving you something. Maybe money, right? Or maybe a sense of self-esteem. You no longer need them to fuel you or prop you up or keep you going or reassure you or maybe even some toxic situations. Maybe it was a codependent situation where you were depending on this person and they were helping you, but they were using it, holding it over your head, right? And trying to tell you that you were hopeless or that you weren't good enough or, this was damaging your self-esteem in some kind of way. And you're going to shock them by letting go of them and being on your own, going solo, starting your own thing, being more self-sufficient, taking time for yourself, saying no to them, saying, no, I don't want you. You're going to shock this person, okay? Next, we're getting the Knight of Cups, okay? Someone's going to make an entrance into your life, guys. I feel like you're going to get a romantic suitor. This is going to be shocking them. I'm also seeing that you're going to be pursuing your passions. You're no longer going to be afraid to pursue your passion. That's what I'm seeing. They're going to be shocked by this. There could be like some sort of hobby you have or something you're very passionately into. It could be a love of music, as an example. It doesn't have to be, but it could be that there's a love of music that you're going to be pursuing, or some talent, or maybe even a relationship that you're going to be pursuing, okay? And that's going to be shocking them. You're going to be actually doing it. You're not going to be sitting around talking about it, thinking about it, feeling uncertain about it, not sure about it. You're going to be taking charge and really engaging this thing and pouring your heart into it. We are getting Earth Angel. So I see that there's someone's going to be stepping into your life. I'm kind of seeing that as well. Someone's going to be stepping into your life, someone who loves you, someone who's passionate about you, someone who's like, oh, I'm all about Pile 1. Oh my gosh, I love Pile 1. Oh, I love what Pile 1 has been doing. I'm so in love with it. It could be, people stepping into your life who admire you and admire what it is that you're doing, okay? We're getting 1111. We're getting acquisition. Yeah, I'm seeing a relationship, guys. So you may be single. In the future, you're going to be getting into a relationship. Someone is going to step into your life who, again, remember I said angel investor, and now I'm getting like an Earth Angel, okay? Someone who is, this person's going to seem angelic to you, Pile 1. They're going to step into your life, and they're just going to be all about you. They're going to be compassionate towards you, humane towards you, or this energy is going to be entering your life, okay? An energy of, it could be an influx of people who are they feel for you. They feel for your situation. They want to unite with you. They want to unionize with you. Yeah, it's going to be a partnership. I do see a partnership, guys, here and here, coming into your life, and also here as well. And this person's going to take you to the next level, okay? And it's not going to be a situation where they're doing you a favor. They're literally going to be passionate about you, passionate about your ideas, passionate about your energy, passionate about who you are, how you express yourself. They're going to feel like they've been blessed by you, okay? It's not going to be a one-way street. They're going to feel blessed by you. And it's gonna be a head scratcher for this person who's gonna be shocked, okay? You're like, what? You're into Pile 1? You think that they're great? You think that they're awesome? Wow, okay. Because this person is gonna be shocked by you, or these people, they weren't viewing you as special. They weren't seeing what was special about you. And that's why they're gonna be shocked, is because someone's gonna step in and be like, oh my gosh, I'm nuts about Pile 1. They're amazing. I love what they do. I love the way they play music. I love their music. Maybe the person who's going to be shocked by you, just as an example, someone who grew up listening to your music and they thought, all right. They make music over there, whatever. Maybe they're a sibling, or maybe they're a friend of yours, or people in your life who knew you were always you always did this one thing, and they're like, all right, that's nice. But then they're going to be shocked because someone's going to come into the picture in your life, or it could even be a group of people I'm seeing. Okay? They're going to come into your life and be like, whoa, Pile 1, that is amazing. Your music, artwork, or the thing you do is music to my ears. Or you're an angel, you know. This is going to shock them. Okay, they're going to be like, what? You think Pile 1's great? I'm so sorry, Pile 1, if, you know, I don't mean to. I think you're great. That's what the spirit guides are trying to tell you, Pile 1, is that whatever your passion is amazing. And if you don't feel like there are people who see it right now, there are people who are going to step into the picture who love it, or someone's going to step into the picture who loves what you're about, okay? Or who loves your energy and falls in love with you hard, crushing on you, loving you, being like, you're my soulmate, Pile 1, okay? This kind of thing. And I just see that you're going to acquire this person in your life. And I'm also getting a vibe, guys, that this person's going to be wealthy. Yeah. This person's going to be wealthy. They're going to be a wealthy person. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. And they're going to elevate your status. Them being in your life is going to elevate your status. Okay. Yeah. They're going to elevate your status. And, you know, it's like you're going to go from being maybe a single person, cute, doing your thing, and then all of a sudden this person's going to come into your life, is going to be wildly crazy about you and falling hard for you. And they're going to, you know, they're going to be maybe wealthy or wealthier than you, and you're going to be elevated. Also, you're going to be living in a beautiful house, or, you know, their lifestyle, you know, you're going to step into their income level. And so whatever nice clothes they get, you're going to get those nice clothes because you're going to be matching with them. I'm seeing you like doing like a couple, you're going to be dressing like, you're going to be twinking, right? Yeah, you guys are going to be wearing like matching outfits. You're going to be coordinated, like couple style, with very nice clothes, okay? This is going to shock people. People are going to be shocked by, you're going to, you know, find this person and you're going to be dressing very nicely together. I'm also getting that if you're already in a relationship, perhaps you're going to be leveling up how you'll dress up. You guys are going to dress more upscale in the future, because you're going to be coming into finances, coming into money. You're going to be elevated financially. It's going to be shocking people about how much wealthier you're living, how much better you're doing. Perhaps you're going to come into, perhaps your partner may find an angel investor, and all of a sudden your business is going to do very well. Someone's going to believe in your mate's business idea, or your business idea, and all of a sudden it's going to be this influx of wealth, and your business is going to do well, and there's profits are going to come in, and you're going to hold on to your money, and your assets are going to increase. I mean, you know, we'll see the flowering. Wow. Okay, the last tarot card we're getting is the Hierophant. So for some of you, I see that you may be getting married, Pile 1. If you're single right now, the way you're going to be shocking the pants off of them is you're going to be getting married to someone, hitched, okay? You may also be getting employed. Yeah, I feel like you may be coming into employment or something like this. If you are looking for a job and people knew you, or someone knew you were looking for a job, they're going to be shocked by the fact that you're going to be getting a good job, okay? But primarily I'm seeing marriage too for you, Pile 1, okay? Some sort of formalized partnership, maybe a contract of some kind. We are getting purify your intentions and intuition. Okay, so my beautiful Pile 1. I'm also seeing that, you know, you're going to shock them, Pile 1, because you're going to become an employer. You're either going to become an employer or you're going to become the head of an organization of some kind. Perhaps you're going to form a company or form an organization, and people are going to be listening to you, doing as you say, you know, following you. Maybe you're going to become the head of a sect or a spiritual organization, or you're going to have your own company or something like this. That's another message coming through, okay? And you're going to purify who you are. You're going to purify who you are. This is going to shock the pants off of them, because you're going to become very venerated, honored. Remember, I talked about that people are going to view you as very special and look up to you and want to bond with you, because they're going to see the light that you shine is going to be super on point. Perhaps you're going to be become very intuitive, and your intuition is going to be a great guide for others. That's what I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing you having this sort of position of authority where people are going to, I'm seeing it here and I'm seeing it here, where people are going to come to you and listen to what you have to say, because they're going to feel that your intuition is on point. They're going to feel that what you have to say makes a lot of sense, and they're going to seek guidance from you. They're going to listen to what you have to say as being the right way, and they're going to follow those directions, follow those instructions, okay? Or they're going to come to you for guidance. You're going to be guiding others, Pile 1. And this is going to shock the pants off of people. They're going to be like, what? Pile 1 guides other people? What? Or Pile 1 is in charge of others, or the leader of an organization. You know, we saw that earlier with becoming a leader. You're going to become a leader. You're going to let go of these people. And I think part of why they're going to be shocked is they're going to realize you're not shoving your leadership down their throats. you're going to know that they don't have to accept your leadership, okay? Others will. Others are going to accept your leadership, Pile 1. This person who's shocked is not going to be accepting your leadership. In fact, maybe they spent time doubting you, telling you weren't good enough, countering you, saying you're talking rubbish, or, saying things to make you feel like you weren't quite good enough to step out there and your thoughts aren't that great or whatever. But you're going to have the gumption, you're going to have the courage, you're going to realize after spending time listening within, you're going to finally trust that message, step out and take charge of your situation, and in fact, become a leader, Pile 1. That others are going to be like, oh yeah, Pile 1's dialed in. Pile 1 knows what's up. And I'm going to listen to Pile 1. And this person's going to be in a state of utter shock and bewilderment. Because they're going to realize, oh my gosh, Pile 1 knew what they were talking about. Pile 1 was right. There are people out there who are going to believe in Pile 1 and what Pile 1 has to say, no matter what kind of doubts, seeds of doubt I try to sow in Pile 1's mind, or what kind of doubt I had about, or doubts I had about Pile 1. Others are going to believe in Pile 1. Others are believing in Pile 1. And that's how you're going to be blowing their minds and shocking them, Pile 1. Thank you for bringing your energy to this message. I really appreciate you stopping by today. I really enjoyed doing your reading. Great energy. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to claim the blessings in this reading, give it a thumbs up as well. And please leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. I love to converse and chat with you guys. If you don't have anything to say, I would really appreciate it if you left me some emojis like the ones I'm showing you right here down below in the comment section. This helps the algorithm identify my channel and promote my channel. We'll consider it an energy exchange. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, okay, Pile 1? Bye! Welcome to your reading, Pile 2. You chose this cards from the Find Your Magic Tarot deck, okay? And you also chose this beautiful golden pen. So, Pile 2, you will be shocking them in the future by the power and authority that you wield, okay? Perhaps you have the power of the pen. I'm also getting that you're going to have a lot of knowledge, a certain type of knowledge in the future, and you'll be communicating it to others, perhaps through a blog or a book. Perhaps you're going to write a book. You may be shocking people by becoming an author in the future, okay? You're going to shock someone in the future with this. Now, you might shock this person maybe because they didn't consider you to be an academic, or they didn't consider you to be smart enough. But you're going to be proving them wrong, because there's something about your academics or writing a book. You may pen something, or you may go to school, something like this, okay? And that's going to shock someone. I feel that you're going to be shocking someone by your transmission of ideas, okay? I feel like you're going to be communicating something, okay? It could be maybe you tell them something that they find to be very shocking, or you tell people around you something that they find very shocking. We're going to get more information as we go along. I feel like you may have the power to influence others or to make decisions. Or you may be signing a contract or something like this in the future, and that's going to shock people. It could be a marriage contract. It could be signing a job contract, right? Employment. Or you get a contract from like a music company. And maybe you'll finally get that big break and you'll be signing a contract, or maybe your channel will be getting monetized and you'll be signing that contract. I don't know. There's something about becoming official that keeps coming into my mind. Official. You become official in something in the future, and this is going to shock the pants off of them. I just also get the idea that you're going to be very creative and communicative in some aspect or endeavor. I just see also status, status coming into your future. Okay, let's begin at the beginning, shall we? We got the 5 of Swords. Okay. 5 of Swords. So, my Pile 2, you're going to be shocking someone because you'll be winning a battle. You'll be winning a battle, okay? And you're going to have this person feeling hella depressed, okay, down, because you won, okay? You won a dispute. They're going to learn a lesson from you because they're going to suffer a defeat through you, Pile 2. We're getting spiritual protection. Exactly. You're going to be protected from people who are trying to attack you. This person was trying to attack you, Pile 2. I see that now. Okay? And you're going to have spiritual protection against this person. It could be that you've been praying about it, or that you have your ancestors are going to be looking out for you on this one. You may have been engaged in some kind of conflict or battle against someone. And they're going to be hella depressed because you won. Okay? You won maybe because you were right. Because the Ace of Swords represents clarity. And having a sharp mind. Okay, you're gonna have some sort of breakthrough in something that's going to allow you to win in this dispute with this person. We got risk. So pile 2, you're gonna take some sort of risk, okay, and it's gonna pay off in dealing with this person. Okay, I feel like you've been dealing with someone who was maybe aggressive, or if they weren't aggressive, they came across threatening. They just weren't a friendly party. This person wasn't friendly to you. They may have been willing to engage in certain tactics because they were wanting to win at all costs against you. Okay, they were sneaky. They were willing to even win in an unethical way against you. Okay, but you're going to be able to get away from this person. You're going to have some sort of spiritual protection for sure, and you're going to thrive and grow despite this person wanting to win against you in an unethical way. Okay, this person was being unfair. This person was wanting to cause you to have depression, and they wanted you to feel like a loser. But you're gonna win. You're gonna win because you're gonna have a breakthrough in how you see this person or how you see this situation, and it's going to help you break free of this person and move on with your life. Get this energy out of your life. Okay, I see you receiving healing also. Okay, you're going to also develop very strong psychic barriers or boundaries against this person. This is part of how you're going to win. Okay, is you're going to call on your angels, and you're going to clear and ground your energy when it comes to this person or this situation. Okay, they're no longer going to be threatening you or having unethical victories against you. You're going to find a way to move on from this person and get their energy. They were like a curse. This person, they have negative energy. They've cultivated negative psychic energy in themselves and against you. And you're going to have a victory. You're going to be protected spiritually against this person and find your own way in the world, okay? Away from this person. We have the 10 of Wands, yeah. I feel like you may have been overburdened, or this person may have been putting all the blame on your head on something, or more blame than was your share. Or perhaps this person liked to saddle you with the bulk of the work. Or it could be that this person or the situation that you're in, perhaps they wanted you to keep working and working and working at something and receiving no rewards, no achievement, no acclaim, no positive consequence for the work you were doing. But the way you're going to shock this person is that all that work you did, despite them wanting it to amount to nothing for you, the 10 wands you were carrying is going to turn into 10 golden flowers, okay? So you're just going to get this blossom in your life where all of a sudden you're going to receive this deluge of good stuff. Because all the work you put into things that they didn't want you being rewarded for is going to all of a sudden turn into like buckets and buckets of rewards, okay? We are getting the power of prayer. Exactly. You prayed about the situation. You did. Or you just were like, you cried to the heavens. You're like, Lord, help me, okay? And we have revenge. So, it's just funny, pal, too. But you're going to get your revenge against this person or this situation, okay? Your prayers are going to be answered. Your situation is going to turn into a blessing. And I feel like this person who was sort of standing in your way or making things very hard for you, their head's going to be cut off. And I don't mean that in a brutal way, okay? This is not violence, okay, I'm talking about, okay? The way they thought about the situation is going to be severed away from you, or severed, okay? It's going to be cut off. This idea that you're being oppressed or being suppressed by someone, okay? It's going to come to an end. And you're going to receive assistance, possibly by someone in a position of authority over you. They're going to say, hey, what are you doing to my pal 2? What's going on? What are you doing to pal 2? All right, off with their head. Off with the head of this situation. I'm cutting that off. And you're going to be consoled, loved, held, hugged. You're going to be reunited possibly with someone that you were maybe separated from. Or, I feel like you're going to receive a consolation prize of some kind too. I see flowers being brought to you, okay? I see someone saying, oh no, you did great. You did great. You did a good job, actually. And so it may be late in coming, but it's going to be a victory. And this is going to shock the person. It's going to shock them. Because they thought this was just going to go on and on and on and on and on. And it's going to be forcibly ended. Okay? And your prayers are going to be answered. Pile 2. So your next tarot card, pile 2, is the 7 of Cups. So pile 2, how you're going to be winning in the future is you're going to have lots of choices. Lots of choices. Your dreams are going to manifest into reality, okay? You're going to go from, you know, having castles in the sky and dreaming and daydreaming on this and that and this, and something turning into reality for you. You have the 11th hour, servant, and generosity, okay? Yes. So I'm seeing grapes on the vine here, okay? And we're getting generosity. So pile 2. I feel like there's a situation you've been working on. A situation that maybe you were investing, you had ideas, okay? You had dreams, big dreams that you maybe had planned, you know, maybe you'd written down some plans, or you'd planned in your head how it was going to be, how things were going to turn out, how things were going to flow for you, okay? But it was all dreams. For a while. For a long time, okay? Like things weren't becoming reality for you. You would cast your spell, but it wouldn't materialize. Well, I see materialization coming into your life in the future, pile 3, okay? I see abundance too, okay? So if you planted something on the vine, you planted something, well, the vine is going to grow, and the seeds are going to ripen on the vine, okay? Come into fruition. And I feel like your situation is going to be blessed. Fortune, good fortune is going to come upon your situation. I see someone showing up and sort of throwing good things at you and being like, oh, it's your turn. It'll be like, you'll be looking up like, what in the heck? Because it was emptiness before. It was nothing but dreams before. And what you're going to find is that all of a sudden, the grapes are going to be ripening on the vine. You're going to have a rich harvest. Or you'll look up and someone's going to be throwing coins and throwing adulation and attention. And, you know, there's going to be light. Light is going to be shed upon your situation. Perhaps you were in the dark. And perhaps you weren't seen. You weren't noticed. And you're going to be becoming very noticed. Okay? Perhaps you were experiencing lack. You're going through tight times. And all of a sudden, you're going to be showered with money, hope, good things, wishes coming true. I feel like they're going to witness this or see this somehow, and it's really going to shock them to see how abundant you're going to become. We're getting Jupiter in Leo, okay, which symbolizes good fortune when it comes to your confidence. You're gonna this blessing you're gonna receive, okay, in the future, pile 3, is going to boost your confidence. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to shock the pants off of people because they viewed you as a dreamer. They viewed you as, oh, so you think this is going to happen for you. And you're doing this and you're doing that. Oh, isn't that nice? They're going to be shocked that your dreams go from, you know, castles in the sky and fantastical ideas to actual grapes on the vine that you can pluck and eat. Feed you. Something that will feed you. Something that will take you out of famine into a state of abundance. So this could be maybe a business idea that you've been working on. You've been putting out your plans. You've been, you know, doing this, doing that. But it wasn't, you know, it was like it was just all imaginary. The profits were imaginary. Well, the profits are going to become real, and this is going to shock the pants off this person. Okay? It could be the effort you were putting in that they didn't want it to be real for you. They didn't want you to get rewarded for. Well, it's going to materialize. The fruits that are going to come to you is material abundance. And also, you know, publicity. I'm seeing publicity. You know, with a star, we're getting fame. You might become famous, more seen, more known. Wow. Okay, we got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, we're getting the 4 of Pentacles here. Beautiful. Yeah. You're going to come into possession of something, pile 2. You're going to come into possession of something. Something is going to stop taking away. I feel like you're investing in something, doing something, and then you turn around and that thing would be gone, or it wasn't coming into fruition, or it felt like a waste of time, waste of effort, a waste of resources. And I feel like your resources are going to be staying, and the thing that was stealing away your time, stealing away your credit, stealing away your efforts is going to go away, go hiding out of fear, quaking in fear. Okay, wow, this is plain. Wow. Okay, this is a blank page. Pile 2. It's a blank page. The rest is still to be written. I feel like you're finally going to be, you know, we saw this pen, right, guys? You're finally going to be able to pen your story. You'll be writing your story, pile 2. You are in a situation, perhaps, where you are beholden to others. And you're going to be shocking these people by being put in control. You're going to be in authority. Remember I mentioned authority. And you'll be able to write your story finally. It's not going to be up to them. Because the story they wanted to write for you was your efforts are going to be minimized and they're going to amount to nothing. The story they wanted for you was you're going to be countered and you're going to be told no, and people are not going to want to work with you, and people are not going to agree with you. You're going to get to write your own story, pile 2. We're getting indecision. And I also got 4 of Pentacles and indecision in pile 1. So you may want to watch pile 1. Okay. But I'm getting pile 2 that it's going to be your time to shine. It's going to be your time to shine. And it's going to put someone to shame. The person who is shocked by you is going to be put to shame. They're going to feel ashamed for the way they held you back. They're going to feel ashamed for the way they didn't want to credit you. They're going to feel ashamed for the way they got in your way and bullied you. I see also bullying as a potential here as well. They're going to feel ashamed for it. And they're going to feel like they want to go hide. I said they're going to go shaking in their knees and want to go hide. I see hiding. I see someone hiding their face, not wanting to be seen. While it'll be your moment to shine, right? Attention, fame is going to come your way. You're going to be shining, glittering, and they're going to be, in the background, in the shadows, crying, feeling crappy about themselves. They're going to have a dark night of the soul, realizing that the reason they were being that way to you is because they have some deep insecurities, and they have a lot of growing up to do, and they were getting in your way because they didn't want to see you shine, because they saw your potential, and they want to do whatever they could to hold you back. But you're going to shine. You're shining. You're golden like the sun. Pile 2 in the future. This is going to cause someone to be very, very ashamed for what they did to you. They're going to see now who they really are. And they're not going to like it. Okay? They're not going to like who they are. Alright, so we have the Queen of Wands. You're going to be popular, pile 2. I am definitely seeing themes of fame coming into and popularity coming into your future. You're going to become popular. It's like you're going to be shocking these people. You may have a social media. I'm seeing a phone here. And your social media is going to blow up or something like this. Your social media account or profiles is going to blow up. You're going to be glowing. People are going to be turned on by your beauty, your courage, your passion, your determination. Okay, people are going to be just amazed by it. And I feel like this is another way that they're going to be shocked is your beauty. You have a beauty glow up. Pile 2. You're going to be gorgeous. I do see that. Your work. Perhaps part of the work you're doing was weight loss, maybe. Or maybe your health. You're working on your health. Upgrading your look in some type of way. I see all these flowers around you. People adulating you, coming around you and wanting to feed off of your light and sharing light with you. It's going to be a mutual thing, okay? No longer you're going to be involved in a toxic situation where someone was holding you back or getting in your way. This is going to shock them. You're going to be able to break free of this. You're going to end that chapter, write a new chapter for yourself where you are glowing. You're the queen bee. You're going to be protected. I see that coming through again. I feel like you're going to become very popular and beautiful because of your inner light. Okay? Your glow up is going to come from the light that you cultivated within. Because you went through some hard circumstances where you had to undergo extraordinary difficulty. And it's the light that you cultivated within is going to come bursting through. And you're going to be so beautiful, pile 2. I also see that you're going to be a light worker. You're going to be giving hope to others because you're going to be sharing your story. People are going to see how you burst through and you underwent a lot. With 10 of Wands, I'm seeing, again, I'm coming back to maybe you used to be a little bit more heavy set. You're going to get rid of all that extra weight. Or you used to be very burdened or overburdened by responsibilities, tasks, or difficulties in life. Almost insurmountable difficulties. But you're going to come through. Your efforts are going to pay off. Things are going to materialize for you. And it's going to be evident to others. And people are going to want to know how you did it. You're going to be a ray of hope for others, pile 2. Next, we're getting vision. We got the sun in Pisces. Again, sun is about, the sun. When you think of the sun in the sky, pile 2, okay? What is that? That is a body in the sky, okay? That is seen by who? Everyone on the planet. Everyone on the planet, regardless of what nation you're in, what language you speak, what culture you're from, everybody knows what the sun is. We've all seen it. You're going to be like the sun, pile 2. You're going to be immensely popular, very famous, and you're going to have a certain sensitivity to others that's going to make you famous, okay? You're not going to be like a vain, arrogant, famous person. You're going to be like a being of light, someone who motivates others, someone who's a shining ray, an example to others that uplifts others. This is why you're going to be famous, okay? You're going to be able to see things from a certain perspective, that ray of hope perspective. Oh, you've been in that place, pile 2, where things were hard, and you were able to look up and say, you know what, things will be great someday. You're a dreamer, pile 2. You're a dreamer, and you dream big, And even if you're surrounded by circumstances that are limiting, you're able to see in the future when things will be better. And this is your strength. And I feel like the person who's going to be shocked by you is not going to realize they're going to be making fun of you and mocking your dreams in your dreamy state. But they're going to be shocked when it manifests into concrete wealth, abundance, and beauty, and fame, popularity. Okay? Next, we're getting the star, healing. Oh my gosh, healing, pile 2. Maybe I said something possibly about your health. Your health is going to improve. You've worked hard at it. You're going to have healing. So it could be physical healing. I'm seeing the saline drip here. Perhaps you had some kind of health issue. Maybe you weren't at the hospital, or you were in and out of hospitals, or you've had some kind of health concern. You're going to be healed, pile 2. I also see that this could be emotional healing as well, okay? We're getting changes coming, yeah. You're going to be healed, pile 2, okay? I feel like you were dealing with some sort of adverse circumstance, and we got defense here, that was holding you back. And they're going to be shocked when they see you rising up from that sick bed, or rising up from that state of depression. And you're going to be emotionally healed. And you're going to bring all that's going to come to an end. Remember I said the head of something that was holding you back is going to be cut off, or someone. And we have defense, which is Mars in Taurus. Pile 2, change is coming your way. Change is coming your way, baby. And I feel like you've worked hard to defend your health from this person. You've fought to keep something out. And this is how you're going to be shocking people, is you're going to win, pile 2. It's going to result in maybe also a great wish coming true. Could be good health, or bringing an end to a situation that was limiting you or holding you back. Okay, that wish is going to come true, and that's going to shock people, because I think maybe they expected you to just remain where you were, remain as you were. Okay, and finally, we're getting the 3 of Swords. Yeah, pile 2. Yeah, someone's going to be shocked because you went through heartbreak, suffering, and grief. And they knew it. They knew it. They were aware of it. Perhaps you told them, or perhaps they caused it. And they're going to be noticing that it taught you something. You learned from it. We have find peace. Exactly. You learned how to find peace. You learned the lessons you need to learn. And you found the peace. Okay? You're no longer being tortured by the situation that you were in, or the pain that you underwent, or this sorrowful situation or condition that you were under. And you're going to bring your situation under control, okay? I feel like this person is going to be shocked, because you're going to let go and let God deal with this person. I feel like you're not going to be seeking revenge. Someone is going to get revenge for you. They're going to be shocked, because the revenge is not going to come through you. Revenge is going to come through God, or a protective person. Your ancestors, your guardian angels, they are going to get the revenge for you. Your hands are going to be clean, pile 2. And it's you letting go and letting God, forgiving, forgetting, because it was just too much, and calling a truce. They're going to be shocked about that. And they're going to be shocked about the fact that your situation is going to become under control. Your situation is going to become under control. So it could be that also you are engaged in, like I said, there's a dispute or conflict with someone. That's coming through again. And it caused you heartbreak and suffering. But you're going to let go of them and let God take care of them. And they're going to be shocked, because they're going to pay a price. It's not going to come through you. They're going to pay a price. You're going to come into dominion over your situation. Your situation is no longer going to be tamperable. Okay, they're not going to be able to mess with you or yours or what you're cultivating. They're no longer going to be able to trash it or mess with it or dispute with you or stand in your way. It's going to be yours, and yours truly, pile 2. Your accomplishments are going to be yours. You're going to be very accomplished, pile 2. And this is going to really shock them, pile 2. When it comes to this heartbreak you experienced, and dealing with it, processing it, and coming into peace, coming into order in your world, and things being calm and under control. Again. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found this to be resonant, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to claim the blessings in this reading, give it a thumbs up. I truly enjoyed doing this reading for you. I enjoyed your energy. I'm so happy that you're moving in the direction of peace and healing and abundance. Please feel free to leave me a comment about your situation. I love to chat and acknowledge comments. If you have nothing to say, then please do me a favor and leave me these emojis that I'm pointing to down below in the comment section. It really helps the algorithm be more aware of my channel and to push it forward to others. We'll consider it an energy exchange. Thank you so much for watching, and take very good care of yourself, okay, Pile 2? Bye! Welcome to your reading, Pile 3. Let's take a look at the symbol you chose. You chose this beautiful golden key and tarot cards from the In-Between Tarot deck. So beautiful, Pile 3. You're going to shock them in the future by gaining access to something, okay? You will have power. When it comes to something or some aspect of your life, you will be trusted, okay? You're going to shock this person because people are going to trust you, or someone's going to trust you and give you access. Also, I feel like this person, you're going to shock them in the future by gaining your own freedom. Perhaps you're going to gain your freedom away from them too. That's another message coming through. Or just gain freedom from your situation, maybe a stifling circumstance. You'll finally be able to unlock that cage and get out, you know. So this is a way that you're going to be shocking them, Pile 3. I also feel like, you know, you're going to be trusted by someone. Maybe someone will commit to you or give you the key to their heart. And this is going to shock them, Pile 3, okay? Yeah, I'm also getting that someone's going to be shocked because you're going to finally be free. It just keeps coming up. I keep feeling and sensing that. Maybe finally become an adult in your own life and be free to lead your life the way you choose. Someone's going to be shocked maybe because you get your own house or your own place with your own key, okay, or your own car or something like this. That's going to shock the pants off of them. If you don't already have a car, perhaps they're going to be shocked when you get your own car in the future. Or perhaps if you have a car, maybe your car is going to be upgraded or something like this, and your home's going to be upgraded, and you're going to be shocked by the home and the car that you end up with. I feel like you may shock someone in the future because of your ability to unlock certain spiritual gateways or spiritual talents or abilities, okay? Perhaps you're going to level up spiritually, and they're going to be a witness to this. Maybe they will be shocked because they thought you were at a certain level, and there's no way you could get to that other level, and you're going to blow their mind by showing them yes you can ascend, okay? I'm also getting protection and security. Someone's going to be shocked that you're going to finally be able to secure safety, security, and a feeling of protection, perhaps within your own home or your own family, or you'll be securing your own energy away from this person. They're going to be shocked, okay? Fascinating. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You got the Nine of Swords. Ooh, someone's going to be worried, honey. Someone is going to be worried because you're going to overcome them, okay? Or you're going to overcome something, and, you know, with great swagger and strength. That's going to shock them. Maybe they thought you were weak, or maybe they thought that you were incapable of doing it, okay? Getting rid of this thing that was bothering you, or this person. And you're going to get rid of them in such a swift and vicious manner that it's going to shock the pants off of them, okay? We're getting commodification at the cart and harmony. So I feel like you may stop maybe shopping so much. Maybe you used to do a lot of shopping and you're going to stop shopping so much. Or you may stop venerating someone or something, or stop objectifying them or putting them on a pedestal. And you're finally going to realize or see them for what they are and slash them down or slash them out of your life. That's possible. I see also that the reverse may also be true. You may be shocking someone because you're going to become a commodity or create a commodity in your life. Okay? You may create something that people really want. People want to buy. Okay? That's a possibility. The Sun in Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm seeing. Someone's going to be shocked by you because they're going to realize that you're capable of creating a product that makes people very happy. You're capable of creating something that people really want. and their doubts about you, maybe their naysaying, is going to come to an end, and they're going to be shocked by this. You're going to shut them up, pile 3, with your ability to create value. Okay, create value in yourself, or create valuable products, or create something valuable that others are going to really crave and want, and that others are going to really want to have in their lives. So you may become a business owner, or someone a very powerful person who's created a product that people just want. They're like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. People want this item. Or you've created something that people really want a lot of. Okay? And it's not just people want a lot of, like, every person's going to buy one. I'm talking about you're going to create something that whoever likes that product wants a lot of it. Okay? Wants it lots. You're going to shock the pants off of someone because of this in the future. Okay, pile 3. Fascinating. Okay. We have the Magician. Beautiful energy. You're going to create something. Pile 3. That energy is coming through very powerfully. You're going to manifest something brilliant in your life. You're going to do it all on your own. It's going to be due to your ingenuity, your wits, your abilities, your skills, your talents, your planning, your strategizing. You're going to manifest something into your life. It's going to shock them. We're getting oneness. Okay. And authority. Yeah, you're going to work hard on something. You're going to create something. I see a spider building a web here. Pile 3, you're creating something. You're a creator. You're an inventor. Something like this. Okay. And you're going to shut this person up. You're going to shut them up. Maybe their critiques or their criticisms against you because of your ability to create something. Or maybe they thought you were lazy, or maybe they thought your work would amount to nothing. And the truth of the matter is, in the future, what you are creating, pile 3, is going to become a household product. It's going to become you're going to become a household name, pile 3. You're going to work very hard and create something that, you're going to be in charge of. Okay. And, we're getting Mars in Capricorn, which is business success. Okay. You are going to very aggressively take over or create a brand, or create something, or take over a certain sector of the industry in some manner. I don't know what it is, pile 3, my goodness. And you're going to become very successful, like maybe in the business world, or maybe spiritually. Maybe you'll create an organization or something like this. Something you're working hard at with others too. Okay. Is going to lead to you having a position of authority. You may gain spiritual power, or create an opportunity for yourself. All right. I'm also seeing assets, being responsible. We got. I remember I told you earlier that a key signifies authority, right? You're in charge. You have the key. Here we're getting authority again. Okay, so that's not a coincidence. Pile 3. You're going to create something that only you have access to, that you worked hard on, that's going to be of great value. This is going to shock the pants off of them, pile 3. We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're working hard on something, pile 3. Hard. And I feel like you even have encountered people trying to get in your way, or maybe even a bully. Someone who was like, yeah, I know you are working hard at this, but I'm going to get in your way. I'm going to stop you. I'm not going to let you progress, or I'm going to make it harder for you to overcome this challenge. Okay? But you overcame it. You stood your ground. This is what's going to shock the pants off them, off of this person or this group of people, is that you stood your ground against the challenge, no matter how powerful this person or thing was that was trying to get in your way. It's like you said, I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to do this. You said it, pile 3. You said it to them. For example, you may have said, I'm working on a business that's going to make me a millionaire, or bring me this X amount of money every month or whatever, or every year. And, it's funny because sometimes they say, be careful. Don't speak your ambitions. Don't speak what it is that you want out into the world, because then people's energy might take it away from you, or something like this. But the truth, pile 3, is that you didn't care. You are so confident and so powerful in your vision and your expression of your vision. It doesn't matter who tries to get in your way. It doesn't matter who hears, because it's your destiny. So your prophecy is going to be getting fulfilled, pile 3. You're going to create an organization that's very industrious. Seeing the cobweb, building the web, and we see a rich harvest, wheat, thick. We see livestock. We see an orchard, okay? These are the signs of business, of growth, of fecundity, money being made, profit being made. You're going to profit immensely from whatever it is you're creating, and you're going to shut them up. They may have behind your back been like, well, Part 3 keeps saying they're going to do this or do that, but okay, they're going to shut up because you're going to stand your ground, and because you already knew that this was yours, Part 3. You already knew it, and in the future, it will be yours. There's something you're creating, some business idea you have, something you've been investing a lot of your time and energy into, and you are on the right track. You are on the money, Part 3. Okay? We have Queen of Cups. Beautiful energy. So, you're going to shock them, Part 3, because you're going to receive compassion from others. You're going to receive compassion. Okay? Let's see what else is coming through. We have magic and manifestation. Now, see? It could be manifesting. It's gonna be like magic. They're gonna think it's magic, Part 3. They're gonna be like, what kind of voodoo magic, did this Part 3 do to get this? Okay? And health. Sun in Virgo. Part 3, you knew it was gonna work out because you're a perfectionist. You're not like the rest. You're not sloppy, Part 3. You're highly focused. It could be your body. Maybe someone thought that you said, I'm gonna look very good one day. I'm gonna look like a model, and maybe they thought of the way you looked at that time, and they were like, you, Part 3, you're gonna look like a model. All right, whatever you say, Part 3. And you didn't care about the doubters. You didn't care because you had that fire within. It was very hard. You worked really hard, Part 3, but eventually you're gonna get that hot body you're looking for. Sculpted, maybe a bodybuilding contest, something like this. Yeah, it could have to do with health for some of y'all, okay? Part 3, all right? This could be a health thing. Trying to lean yourself out, get sculpted, get in tip-top shape, the best shape of your life, the best health of your life. Perhaps maybe you went and got the assistance of, got some work done. Maybe you went to like salons or boutiques or healthcare professionals, and they said, okay, here's what we're going to do to help you get to where you need to be. And you will achieve it in the future of Part 3. Okay, this is what you're aiming for. That's what you're going to be getting. I'm also getting that you're going to receive a lot of compassion. You're going to have sympathizers, Part 3. You're going to have sympathizers. And this is going to shock them because they're going to think you're alone, or that others are doubting you as well. Others are viewing you as being incapable. But you're going to have people cheering you on from the sidelines, and that's going to shock them. You're going to have a support system. That's going to shock them. And you're going to look very beautiful or handsome, Part 3. Gorgeous. Like, shut your mouth. Pick your jaw up off the floor. Shut your mouth. Hot, Part 3. All right, so let's take a look then at your next message here. We have temperance. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you're going to find moderation. I'm also getting, you're going to kill your old self. You're going to kill your old self. That's going to shock people. You're going to kill off your old way of being completely and create a new thriving version of yourself, away from addiction, away from, negative impulses and stuff like this that are keeping you down, keeping you tied down. You're going to free yourself, and you're going to move towards health, eating fruits, vegetables, and moderate choices when it comes to your food or your diet. Okay, that's going to shock the pants off of someone. We have the power of stillness. Yeah, you're going to get meditative. You're going to realize, oh my gosh, you're going to turn away from addiction, or turn away from the imbalances, and create balance and calm within. You're going to learn. Remember I said you're going to be killing off an old self. That old self, its coping mechanisms were those addictions. Its coping mechanisms were those extremes. And your new self is going to cultivate calmness. Is going to maybe be a great meditator that has learned how to center yourself. You don't get easily swayed by urges and all this. You're more grounded within yourself, okay? They're going to be really shocked about this, Part 3, because it's going to seem so magical to them. We have appreciation. Beautiful. You're going to learn to appreciate the moment, Part 3. I feel like you may have had maybe even a dealer or someone like this, and I'm not talking about drugs, maybe, I don't know. But you may have had someone, maybe someone at the donut shop, someone used to come to get food from. They're like, Part 3 will be back. Part 3 will be back for more food later. They claim they want to be on a diet. They claim they want to work out and stuff, but I know them. They've been coming here a long time. They're going to be back, and you're going to shock the pants out of this person, or this person maybe that was doing these things with you, when you're like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go meditate. You're going to shock them. They're like, well, pile 3, you don't want this, you don't want that. And you're like, no, I'm calm. And they're going to be looking you up and down going, what is this new calm, this new centeredness I'm seeing within pile 3? You're going to learn to appreciate good food, pile 3. You're going to learn to appreciate the finer things in life, the more wholesome things in life, things like fruits, vegetables, just listening to music or watching nature. You're no longer going to be indulging in whatever this is. You're going to really bring yourself to a place of calm and zen and rightness. It's going to bring you a lot of good fortune, pile 3. It's going to shock the pants off of this person, okay? We got the 5 of Wands. Yes, pile 3. I feel like they're going to witness you coming to peace within yourself. You used to be at war with yourself, it almost feels like, okay? Or maybe you still are. You're working through this right now as we speak. One part of you wanted to have the healthy body, clean living, sexiness, health, vitality, calm, zen. And the other part of you wanted to give in to the old. See the red eyes in the background. Your old friends, the people that kept you company during this time. That you would go maybe do these bad things with, or maybe the forces, the dark forces around you that wanted to keep you mired and trapped in these negative, you can see the eyes there again, keep you trapped in these forces of inertia, holding you back, keeping you down, okay? And I just feel like they're gonna stand back and they're gonna watch your victory, and they're gonna be in awe. They're gonna see you take control of yourself. You're gonna be in dominion of yourself, pile 3. Okay? And it's not going to be like, and I said you're going to kill a certain part of yourself. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you're going to come into accord with yourself. You're going to make peace with yourself. I feel like part of how you may, dominate this part of yourself is by coming into peace with it, by accepting it and saying, well, I know you're there. I know that part of you part of me that wants to go do these bad things is there, but I'm maybe going to give it something lesser, or I'm going to watch it ask and let it express itself, but I'm not going to give in. The only way I'm going to give in is by hearing it talk, by hearing it tell me what it wants, and be a good listener, but I'm not going to go get that thing. Whatever it is, we have the 5 of Wands, we have purify your intentions. You see? You're going to purify yourself, pile 3. It's going to shock the pants out of someone. You're going to purify your energy. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we're getting restlessness. Yes. You're going to stop being restless. You're going to discover that what was at the root of this, what was holding you back was you feeling like you just have to be doing something. You just have to be doing something. You're going to notice, you're going to heal that within yourself and come to peace with it. You're going to find a way to deal with this, which is to rest and be still. That is something. That is meaningful. I read this book by Cherry Huber. Nothing Happens Next. In fact, it's the title of the book by Cherry Huber. I encourage you to go read it. It's a really good book. It's from a Zen Buddhist monk, written by a Zen Buddhist monk, Cherry Huber. It's called Nothing Happens Next. And simply being at peace with that, Nothing happens next. You don't always have to seek excitement. It's okay for there to be nothing. So this is I see your dominion, your victories in the future that's going to shock this person being twofold. You're going to create something. Okay, for some of you, that's going to be just entirely about your health. And for some of you, it's twofold. I see that you're going to be creating a very successful business. And the other part of it is that you're going to really glow up. Your body is going to be just sheer perfection. Sheer perfection. I don't care if you're a man, woman, child. I don't know. You're just going to look like a model. Okay? And your health is going to be on point. Okay, we have the Tower. Exactly. You're going to be shocking someone because you're going to be destroying what was there. You're going to destroy what was in favor of what will be. Okay? We are getting rose-colored glasses. And finally, submission. You're going to submit. Yes, you're going to submit to thinking more positively about things, pile 3. Hope I said pile 3 earlier. Hope I didn't say pile 2. You're going to break down the structures of yourself, who you were, how you did things, your habit patterns, your thought patterns, your belief systems, maybe even your actual literal surroundings. You're just going to maybe say, if you used to have like a juice box, or you used to have like a box of candies or something in your pantry, that thing's going to be thrown in the trash. That's going to shock the pants off of someone. Or, maybe the way you used to think, you had limiting beliefs when it came to your ability to manifest something major. You're going to be chunking all of that. And you're going to start being more positive minded. You're going to figure out that that's at the root of what was holding you back. Is you need to be more positive minded, and you need to be more at peace with what is. And hype things up for yourself. Don't wait for the world to hype things up for you. Don't wait for things to be good for you to feel like it's hyped. You hype things up for yourself, and you submitting to this, okay? Submitting to this new pattern you've created for yourself is going to bring you amazing success. And this is what's going to be shocking this person about you, pile 3. They're going to be shocked. They're going to be bewildered. They're going to be taken aback by these changes they're going to witness and see in you. They're going to be watching. They're going to be watching you bring yourself under submission. They're going to be watching you do moderation, laughing, thinking you're going to break and come back to the extremes and the addictions and hopelessness, feeling lost, or worrying all the time. That they're going to be shocked because you're going to walk away from that. Okay? And you're going to fulfill a greater purpose. Okay? And this could be as simple as, some of the darker forces in your life. And I don't mean like demons or something, but just, the forces of inertia. Maybe you've created a certain vortex around yourself where, the reality around you is this is what's to be expected of pile 3. And you're going to break through all of that and shatter expectations on so many levels. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to claim these blessings, then please give it a thumbs up. Pleasure doing this reading for you. What a victorious journey I see here for you coming your way. Please leave me comments below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys and touch base with you. If you don't have anything to say, then do me a favor and leave this emoji comment down below. It helps the algorithm promote my channel and push it out to others. We'll consider this an energy exchange. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, my beautiful pile 4. You chose this beautiful spoon, golden spoon. Let's set that aside for you. So how will you be shocking them? So my beautiful pile 4, how will you be shocking them? I'm getting that you're going to be shocking them, this person or this group of people, by the love, care, and support, the nourishment that you are given. I'm getting with the spoon, that saying, born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Pile 4, I feel like you're going to be shocking people because maybe you're going to end up with some kind of inheritance in the future, okay? Wealth. You may inherit wealth, or you may inherit something of value, of great value. Or they're going to be finally recognized that you inherited some trait or skill. And people are going to be shocked by this, okay? I also feel like it's very possible that someone's going to be shocked because you're going to be loved. When I think of a spoon, I think of being spooned, love spooning. Someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you are being loved and cared for and held close. You're being supported and serviced in some type of way, okay? Yeah, I feel like you might be inheriting prosperity, or someone's going to be shocked by you discovering, I'm getting as an example, guys, it's just an example, okay? Maybe you were adopted, okay? Maybe you weren't. But you discover your true roots as far as who your biological family is, and you discover that they're extremely wealthy, and they welcome you back into their arms, and they've been wanting you to reconnect with them, and they struck it rich, and now you're going to be rich yourself, or something like this. Someone's going to be shocked by this in you, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. We have the 9 of water. Oh my gosh. Guys, they're going to be shocked because you're going to be getting your wishes fulfilled in the future, okay? You're going to be totally satisfied. You're going to have material delights, and your dreams are going to come true. Let's get some oracle cards to clarify this message for us. So your first oracle card is Roots and Foundations, okay? So your wishes are going to be coming true in the sense that you're going to be reconnecting with your roots, okay? Again, we're going back to that sort of like long lost family member or members that you reconnect with. Perhaps going back to your homeland or something like this, okay? People are going to be shocked by you maybe reconnecting with people that you used to know. We got Assertion. Sun in Aries, okay? People are going to be shocked in the future by how happy you are. Perhaps you used to be kind of down, melancholy. Maybe you felt neglected or felt like you weren't ever getting anything you wanted. And this is going to be a huge turnaround for you in the future. There's going to be a huge turnaround. You're going to reconnect with, maybe you're going to find a sense of where you belong or a sense of what you came here for, or who you are, okay? You're going to be reconnecting with your ancestors in some kind of way, or building a strong foundation for yourself because you persisted, okay? I almost feel like, pile 4, you may have been engaged in a struggle. Something was standing in your way of figuring out who you were or where you belonged, okay? Perhaps you were involved in a situation where they were saying, no, you don't belong here. No, I'm gonna treat you like an outsider. You don't belong here, okay? And show a mean face and being threatening or hostile. And you stood your ground and you said, no, I belong here. And I feel like you're gonna get your way, pile 3. This is what's gonna shock the pants off of them. You insisting, standing your ground, and it turning out that is really, truly where you belonged. This is going to shock the pants off of them because maybe they were going with some wild instinct and they felt threatened by your presence there. Discovered that they were trying to derail you from claiming your birthright. And, this is what's going to shock them, is that it's like you knew and you are not going to be dissuaded by them. Okay? We're getting the 5 of fire. Exactly. You're butting heads with someone or something and you're going to show them fire. You're not going to fall for this nonsense with them butting heads with you and trying to act like you're not really quite right for the space, or, I'm going to counter you, all this, okay? You're going to shock them because you're going to stand your ground. You're going to be pulled in by others there. You're going to ascend in your position. You're going to rise through the ranks. This could be a company. This could be a family situation, maybe that you married into, or it could be a company or a school or some sort of, some kind of situation you're involved in. It could be a group of friends, and you're going to stand your ground and show them fire, pile 3. It's going to shock the pants out. They're going to think they thought you were weak. They thought that we just need to, threaten, be hostile, and show them hostility after hostility after hostility, and they'll go away. They'll realize they don't belong here. But you did not. You showed them fire, pile 3. And what's going to happen is you're going to be helped up. Someone's going to reach down and pull you along and say, come on, you belong here. Come on over. Come on in. There's going to be someone there who reaches out towards you and says, you belong. I recognize you. Come up. This is going to shock the pants off of this person. Okay? And in a sense, you're going to drive them away. I'm seeing that. You're going to drive this person away. They may be avoidant for a time, something like this. They're going to run away because they're going to realize you're going to see you seated there, holding your place, standing your ground, and having a place at the table. And it's going to scare the pants off of them. It's not only going to shock them, it's going to scare them. Some of them might even leave because you're there. They're going to be scared by your presence there. They're going to realize, oh my gosh, we were threatening someone who belonged. We were threatening. Pile 4. Pile 4 belonged. We were acting like they didn't belong, and so they're going to run away, okay? That's a very interesting message, okay? We got the star. Wow, pile 3. Peace. Clarity. Support. Hope is going to be yours in the future. Okay? I see you're going to be rebuilding. You're going to be healing from this time of struggle, this time of opposition. Okay? And you're going to have peace in a major way. This is a major arcana. In a major way, pile 3 is going to shock the pants off of them. Okay? We're getting a blank card. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And appreciation. You're going to be appreciated, pile 3. You're going to be appreciated, pile 3. No more is this history of someone's always fighting you, countering you, struggles, school of hard knocks. They won't let you be. That's getting erased off your pages. And you're going to get a clear, just like we see a clear, calm pool here. Your page is going to be clear and calm. And you're free to write upon it what you will. And you're going to be writing, I'm appreciated. That's going to be your lot in the future, pile 3. They're going to be shocked about this. They're going to be shocked that you're at peace, finally left alone in peace. Doing very well, healing. Perhaps you have come back from an illness you fought. Your health was in jeopardy. You fought that illness. You found you're meant to stay on this material plane plan, pile 3, and thrive. That's going to shock them. And you're going to be having, health, happiness. I see someone playing a guitar here or a jute or whatever, a stringed instrument, and just enjoying the day, enjoying the moment, loving life. I'm seeing this Fortuna here, okay? It's like a cornucopia, right? This shell that has all these good things in it for you. Life is going to be sweet and life is going to be good, pile 3, okay? The time of struggles is over. It's going to be over in the future, and that's going to shock someone. They thought you're going to struggle forever or leave. So maybe leave away from that scene, leave away from that situation in dejection, in failure, or in low self-esteem. Like, I don't belong there. They're right. I gotta leave. I'm tired of fighting. Or maybe they thought you were gonna give up the ghost. Maybe you had a health struggle, and they're gonna be shocked that you have a big comeback. You're healing, and you're doing very well. Bravo, pile 4. Oh, I said pile 4 earlier. I mean, I said pile 3. Please forgive me. Pile 4. This is your pile. Death. Okay. Number 13. This represents major transformation. You see this boat. You can see this boat here. It's been on a weather-beaten travel. You can see the sails have holes in them. You know, this boat, man, it saw a hard trip, a hard journey. You on a hard journey. On your way to find where you belong. And you've reached your destination. That phase of the journey is over. Pile 3. Oops. We have manipulation. That hard journey is over. And ostentation. So, I'm telling you, someone was trying to tell you, with 666, we're getting the devil, okay? And with the devil, on the devil card, we have Angel Uriel holding up his palm. Okay, saying, you don't have that card here, but that's the energy coming through for you. He's holding up his palm going, this is all there is. This is all there is for you to see. Pile 4. This is all there is. That was a lie. That was a lie, pile 4. You're going to figure this out in the future. You're going to see beyond the illusion, the manipulation of being told that this is what you deserve. You deserve abuse. Or you deserve to be controlled. Or you deserve to be manipulated. Okay? You're going to see beyond this and arrive at your destination. Pile 4. Okay, we got the boat arriving at your destination, which is ostentation. Ostentation means display of wealth. A display of wealth. Okay? A display of luxury. Okay? So, I feel like you may be manipulated by someone who wanted you to think they were rich or something like this. But in reality, maybe it's you who were rich. Okay? That's one message coming through for some of y'all. Someone's going to be shocked by the fact that you are rich in the future, pile 3. That you have status. That you are the inheritor. Okay? Remember we talked about heritage earlier. Okay? With the spoon. Silver spoon in the mouth. And, finding your roots and all this. With the roots card. You're going to achieve your destination. You can see a boat's arriving, the carriage is arriving, and it's gold. Pile 3. I feel like the message coming through very strongly is the way you're going to shock this person is you're going to end up being an inheritor to some vast wealth. Or that's a message coming through for some of y'all. Another message is you're going to end up becoming part of a certain scene that they were trying to gatekeep you out of. Yes. And you showed them you belonged and you were pulled in, and these people are going to be in shame. They're going to want to run away, avoid you, because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, we tried to manipulate pile 4 into thinking they didn't belong, that we were the ones. But really it was them. Or they also belonged. Okay? They have the true title and mark upon their head. So you're going to be viewed as belonging, pile 4, as having the title or the status when it comes to something. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. So, what's going to be shocking people is that through the struggle, pile 4, they thought that you didn't have any allies. But remember I told you that they're going to be trying to stand in your way, making you think you don't belong, convinced that others feel the same. But someone in the group is going to pull you in and say, no, you belong, you're one of us. You're going to have reliable allies who come through for you, okay? We got lesson in expression. Ha! I love that. And 3, decision. They're going to be shocked. Because you're going to say what it is you want to say. No one's going to get in your way. Because you belong and you know it. You had that confidence. It was a struggle. And they were giving you signs trying to manipulate you into thinking you didn't belong. But it was a struggle, but you learned you belonged. You learn that you have a right to express yourself. Okay? You play the game, and I see a chess game here. There was a strategy, the manipulation strategy, gaming, there was like there's some sort of game being played, Power 4, where they want you to think you're not going to win. But the truth of the matter is, you're going to win. You're going to find your entry point into this. They're trying to put up a facade of a wall. You don't belong here. But you're going to play that game, and you're going to score a victory. And you're going to find the entry point into the building that is yours. They're not going to be able to get in your way, Power 4. Okay? They thought they were. They were trying to block you from it. They're going to clear out. They're going to run away. You're going to be helped up. You're going to find your way in. You're going to gain access. Okay? You're going to be supported by your allies to speak your truth and to find your way into this place that seemed walled out, like you didn't belong. You're going to find your way in, and you're going to speak your truth there, and it's going to shock the pants off of them. Okay? We have for you, Power 4, awakening. It's going to be a very, very, very powerful change in your circumstances, Power 4. All right? There's going to be a reckoning. There's going to be a reckoning. Okay? And by reckoning, I mean someone is going to recalculate, refigure, and reestimate you. They estimated you as not being the deal, not being one of them, not belonging, not being good enough, not being the one that was supposed to be there. They're going to have to recalculate that. They're going to have to refigure that. Okay? And I see a group of people here holding hands saying, come, you're one of us now. You're part of us. You belong here, Power 4. Okay? And you're going to be celebrated. And people are going to be like, oh my gosh, we reestimated you. You really are. You really do belong here. So what it is that they didn't estimate you correctly, Power 4. They had you wrong. They didn't know who you were. They're going to understand that in the future. That's how you're going to be shocking the pants off of them. They'll be like, oh my gosh, Power 4 was actually this person. Power 4 was actually important. Power 4 actually belonged. Power 4 was actually the inheritor. What? That's what they're going to be shocked by, Power 4. Okay? They're going to want to hold on to you, Power 4. You're going to be shocked. They're going to be shocked by this. You're going to be held onto, and you're going to be acquiring. What did I tell you guys? See the dollar signs in the eyes, acquisitiveness. You're going to be acquiring. I'm telling you, some kind of wealth or resources or property is going to become yours. They're going to be shocked by this. You're going to be rewarded with generosity, and jealous and possessive people are going to clear out. You're going to find your way to the middle of that maze. I keep seeing, I see an entry point. I see you reaching the middle of the maze, okay? I see another entry point here. This is Saturn in Scorpio. You're going to have a certain intensity and a passion. It's going to get you through this restriction. And it's going to get you access, okay? And you're going to gain access into the castle. And a castle symbolizes protection and great wealth, fortune, okay? Even royalty. You may discover that you are royalty, Power 4. That's possible for some of you, a few of you. Okay, you may discover that you have a great lineage. You're actually a long lost child or part of this great lineage. You're going to reconnect. This is going to shock the pants off of people. Blow their mind, knock their socks off. They're going to think they were like just a basic person with no gilded history. No, they're going to be shocked because
to discover that you're from a very important and noteworthy lineage or background.
So that's one story for some of you. Another thing that's going to shock people is that you're going to acquire some sort of inheritance, Power 4, or acquire some sort of material gain. Whether it's, I kind of had the idea to, like being part of a company or being part of some sort of situation where you will fight your way to belong, and when you do belong, you will now inherit what's there. Okay, and it's gonna be glorious, Power 4. I'm really happy for you. I just see, the arms opening up like, this moment where, you'll be shining and you'll be at the center of it all. Okay, and people are gonna herald you as you're the one who gets to inherit all of this. Okay, a large amount, possibly.
They're not going to expect this from you, Pile 4. They are going to find this very shocking.
Okay, we are getting the Three of Water, successful outcomes to some situation that they thought you were going to be struggling with for the rest of your life or for a long, protracted period. Okay? No more. I also see a reunion. You're going to be reuniting with maybe family members or friends, or celebrating a successful outcome to something. Someone's going to be shocked about this, okay? We are getting education, okay? Wow. And egotism, which is Mars in Leo. You're going to be noticed, you're going to be seen, and you're going to be accepted by the others, okay? You could be accepted into a group after a period of struggle, and, you know, from a group that you were gate-kept out of, or maybe a certain class of people, or a certain aspect of society that you were gate-kept out of. You struggled hard to belong, to fit in, knowing all the while that you belonged. You're finally going to have a breakthrough, and you're going to be seen as belonging. And it's going to be because of your education, too. That's a message coming through for some of y'all. It's going to be because of your education. Perhaps you would have taken a certain course or training that's going to give you an advantage of some kind. I'm also getting that you will do your research or your detective work, and you're going to sort of, rid yourself of some misinformation that you were suffering under. Okay, and this misinformation I'm realizing too, I'm picking up on, is some sort of gatekeeping sort of tactic. You were misinformed about something, and you're finally going to educate yourself and become knowledgeable and aware, and have a breakthrough that allows you to unite with your kind. I'm also seeing that it's going to fill you with so much pride. With the crown on top, whenever I see a crown, I'm seeing a crown here, a crown there, you're going to gain some kind of status. Pile 3, it's going to shock the pants off of people. That you're going to receive some type of education that's going to allow you to link up with the rest of your kind. You're going to receive some kind of status. And, people, you're going to be a big to-do, Pile 4. Wow! Who are you, Pile 4? What are you going to be doing? Who are you? I'm kind of like, I'd love to hear your story down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to claim the blessings in this reading, then give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. If you don't have anything to say, please do me a favor and leave me a comment in the section with the emojis up above. You can leave me an emoji comment. I would really appreciate that, as this encourages the algorithm to propagate my channel and put it out there more. I really appreciate your engagement. We'll just consider that an energy exchange, okay? Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye!